The Secrets of Life. 9 things you should always keep to yourself. As we move into the later stages of life, particularly between the ages of 50 and 75, the way we experience the world begins to change. With age comes wisdom, gained through years of navigating personal relationships and life's many challenges. Perhaps one of the most profound realizations during this period is that some things are best kept private. For older adults, especially in the United States, maintaining a sense of privacy becomes increasingly important. By keeping certain aspects of our lives confidential, we protect not only our self-respect, but also our peace of mind. In this thoughtful discussion, we'll take a closer look at 9 things that are best left unspoken. These insights can help you safeguard your independence, uphold your personal reputation, and continue living with dignity and grace. 1. Your age, more than just a number. One of the most frequently asked questions in casual conversation is, "How old are you?" While this might seem like a harmless inquiry, it often carries deeper implications, especially in a society that tends to idolize youth. As we grow older, disclosing our exact age can sometimes open the door to stereotypes and assumptions about our abilities, health, and future. Ageism, though illegal, still exists, often in subtle ways. People may start to treat you differently without even realizing it. They might offer advice you didn't ask for, question your capacity to handle certain tasks, or treat you as if your best years are behind you. These attitudes can be disheartening, especially when life is defined more by vitality and mindset than by a number. Choosing not to share your age allows you to maintain control over how others perceive you. It encourages people to focus on who you are and how you live, rather than the digits on your birth certificate. Life is best measured by the moments you create and the joy you find, not the number of years you've lived. 2. Finances. A personal matter, money plays a significant role in life, yet it's one of the most delicate subjects to discuss openly. By the time we reach our 50s and beyond, our financial landscape varies widely. Some people enjoy financial stability, while others are still working toward it. Regardless of where you stand, it's wise to keep your financial details to yourself. Talking about money, even with close friends or family, can lead to complications. If you're doing well financially, it might spark jealousy or lead others to expect favors, gifts, or financial support. Conversely, if you're struggling, it could result in pity, judgment, or unwanted advice. In a culture where financial success is often equated with personal worth, this kind of scrutiny can feel particularly harsh. Your finances are a private part of your life and don't need to be a topic of conversation. The way you handle your money doesn't define your character. Your values, your actions, and the way you treat people do. There's wisdom in the saying, "Money talks, but wealth whispers." Whether you're living comfortably or more simply, keeping your financial affairs discreet helps you maintain control, avoid unnecessary stress, and live life by your own rules. 3. Family matters. Keeping the sanctuary of home intact. Every family has its own set of dynamics and difficulties, whether it's the bond between spouses, parents and children, siblings, or extended relatives. These relationships can be both deeply supportive and occasionally tense. With age, the role of family often becomes even more central. Loved ones may take on the roles of caregivers, confidants, and emotional anchors. Despite the closeness that can develop over time, not every aspect of family life should be shared with others. Disagreements, miscommunications, or long-standing tensions are better handled privately within the family circle. Why? Because speaking openly about these matters outside the family can erode trust and potentially invite unwanted judgment or gossip from others who don't fully understand the context. Keeping sensitive family issues private is not about secrecy. It's about loyalty and mutual respect. It helps protect the image of your family and prevents others from forming opinions based on partial or distorted information. This discretion creates a safe space for family members to resolve conflicts away from public scrutiny and without external pressure. As the years pass, it's natural to reflect on old conflicts or wish for stronger connections with relatives. By choosing to keep private matters within the family, you help nurture an environment where understanding, forgiveness, and emotional healing can take place. In doing so, you honor the integrity of your relationships and allow them the freedom to grow without outside interference. 4. Medications and health treatments. A personal choice. As we get older, health naturally becomes more of a focus. Many people in their 50s and 60s begin managing long-term health conditions, taking various medications, or undergoing treatments to maintain their well-being. It's common to talk about health in general terms, especially when healthcare is a frequent topic of discussion. But when it comes to the specifics, like what medications you're on or what treatments you're receiving, it's wise to keep those details private. Why hold back from sharing? Because disclosing too much can lead to unsolicited advice, unhelpful opinions, or even pity. Friends or acquaintances may suggest unproven remedies or push their own health beliefs, often with the best of intentions. However, these suggestions can be misguided, overwhelming, or not applicable to your unique situation. Beyond that, there's also the risk that others begin to see you only through the lens of your health conditions. When too much focus is placed on medical details, your identity can get overshadowed. People might start viewing you as someone defined by illness, rather than as the full, complex person you are, with a rich life story, interests, and wisdom far beyond your medical file. By keeping your health treatments and medication routines private, you stay in control of your personal narrative. It allows others to relate to you based on who you are as a whole person, not just through the details of your health journey. You have the right to choose who is aware of your health details and how much you share. This discretion helps maintain your dignity and lets you continue living fully without being reduced to a medical condition in the minds of others. 5. Sexuality. Honoring the sacred nature of intimacy. Sexuality is an essential part of being human, and it doesn't simply disappear with age. In fact, for many people, intimacy becomes deeper and more emotionally meaningful later in life. But in a culture that often ignores or even discredits the romantic lives of older adults, discussing these matters openly can be difficult. Despite lingering taboos, it's important to understand that romantic and sexual connection is natural at any stage of life. Over time, these bonds may grow even stronger as emotional closeness increases. However, sharing personal details about your sex life or romantic experiences can be risky. Others might misunderstand your intentions, pass judgment, or make inappropriate remarks. That's why it's so important to keep your intimate life private, not out of shame, but out of respect for its personal nature. What you share with a partner should remain sacred, a bond grounded in trust and mutual respect. Revealing too much can dilute that connection and subject something deeply meaningful to public scrutiny. As we grow older, our perspectives on love and intimacy may evolve, but the need for privacy and discretion remains constant. Protecting the personal space of your relationships ensures they stay meaningful and grounded in trust. Let your intimate experiences be yours and yours alone, honored as a private and cherished part of your life. 6. Generosity. The quiet strength of giving. There are few acts more powerful than giving. Whether it's donating to a worthy cause, volunteering your time, or quietly helping someone in need, Giving back enriches both the giver and the receiver. But the motivation behind generosity matters. The truest form of giving is done without seeking recognition or praise. Why is it best to keep your charitable acts private? Because publicizing your generosity can sometimes come across as self-promotional. It may appear as though the act was done to earn admiration rather than to genuinely help. Additionally, talking openly about your contributions might unintentionally pressure others to give, even if they're not in a position to do so. There's a unique grace in giving quietly. When your generosity is done in private, the focus stays on the impact, not on the recognition. The gesture becomes about the well-being of others, not about how others perceive your actions. Keeping your acts of charity discreet also guards your integrity. It allows your kindness to speak for itself and ensures that your actions are guided by compassion, not attention. In the end, the most meaningful giving is done with humility, where the only reward needed is knowing you've made a difference. Respecting the dignity of those you assist is crucial. Not everyone wants to be identified as someone receiving help. By offering support quietly, you give others the chance to preserve their pride and independence. Whether you're contributing to a well-known charity or helping someone privately, the most impactful acts of kindness are often the ones that happen away from the spotlight. As we grow older, our sense of honor and the way we are perceived becomes increasingly important. By our 50s or 60s, many of us have accomplished significant milestones, raising families, advancing in careers, or serving our communities. Yet, constantly highlighting these achievements or seeking praise can actually undermine the very respect we've worked to earn. In American culture, there's a subtle but important difference between celebrating accomplishments and appearing boastful. It's natural to feel proud of what you've achieved, but continuously bringing it up can lead others to feel uncomfortable or even resentful. Real honor stems from humility, understanding your value without needing to announce it. When you keep your successes, contributions, and personal milestones more private, you safeguard your sense of self-respect and encourage others to appreciate you for your character rather than your resume. Throughout life, everyone encounters moments of embarrassment, insult, or emotional pain. These experiences can leave lasting marks, but clinging to them or repeatedly bringing them up in conversation can stall emotional healing and keep resentment alive. As we age, releasing these negative experiences becomes even more essential. Holding on to grudges only adds emotional weight, making it harder to move forward with a clear mind. Keeping painful memories to yourself allows space for healing on your own terms, without external judgments or interference. Letting go doesn't mean erasing the past. It means refusing to let it shape your present or dictate your future. Choosing to keep these moments private helps maintain emotional balance and provides room for growth and renewal. A personal mantra goes far beyond a simple phrase. It carries the power of belief and intention. A mantra can take many forms: a spiritual saying, a personal philosophy, or a core belief that helps you stay grounded during difficult times. Whether it's a prayer, a motivational phrase, or a motto you live by, your mantra is a private source of inner strength. While it might be tempting to share it, especially if it's brought you through tough moments, it's important to understand that others may not connect with it the way you do. This belief system is uniquely yours, offering clarity, resilience, and comfort in moments of uncertainty. Sometimes, sharing it openly can diminish its personal power. By choosing to keep it to yourself, you preserve its meaning and influence in your life. Your mantra doesn't need external validation. Its true value lies in the guidance it offers when life feels uncertain. In the end, Life requires a thoughtful balance between what we disclose and what we keep private. As we grow older, the importance of maintaining boundaries becomes even clearer. It helps protect our sense of dignity, independence, and peace of mind. These 9 deeply personal elements, our age, financial situation, family dynamics, health matters, sexuality, charitable acts, sense of honor, emotional wounds, and belief systems, make up the most intimate parts of our lives. Choosing to keep them private isn't about secrecy. It's about safeguarding your inner world and retaining ownership of your story. As you move forward, remember that wisdom often speaks loudest in quiet moments. What we choose not to disclose can carry as much meaning, if not more, than the things we do. By holding on to these 9 personal truths, you give yourself the freedom to live with authenticity, self-respect, and inner fulfillment.